Hey guys, lukemick here, and this is my review of Oz, the Great and Powerful. Alright, I just want to start off by saying I'm sorry I haven't done a review in a while. I lost track of all the movies that have been coming out throughout the week, so I've been trying to play catch up, but I'm gonna end up hitting them all pretty consistently. Through the next couple of weeks. So I'm sorry it's been a while. So let's just get started with this review. So Oz, the Great and Powerful. I wanted to see this movie for a while. I just couldn't get around to doing it, and I finally did, and I was really excited for it because I love Sam Raimi and all of his films, especially Evil Dead. So let's just get to it, okay? Alright, so this movie it's sort of like a prequel, but it's more of a remake. Let's say reimagining. I mean, it's basically a prequel, because it's Oz, the Wizard of Oz. It's basically how he got to Oz, and yeah, that's all you need to know. I'm sure you all probably know what the movie's about by now, so I'll just jump right into the performances. James Franco, I like him as an actor. He's really good in this movie. You can really believe him in his character of Oz. He does a great job playing it. He's pretty funny at some moments, and he does a great job. What's her name? Rachel Weisz from The Mummy. She's good in it as well, fits in perfectly with this world, and she plays a good witch. There's 3 witches in the movie, by the way. I'll probably get into that in a couple minutes here. So yeah, she's there. Michelle Williams is there as a witch, which is also, she does a great job. But then we get to Mila Kunis, and people have been saying that she seems kind of out of place for this movie, and I'm not going to say that she wasn't out of place, because she was out of place a little bit. It just seemed kind of awkward with her there. She didn't, I don't know, I like Mila Kunis, I like her in Black Swan and Ted and all those movies, but she just didn't seem to fit in with this movie. I don't really know how to explain it, but I don't know, it happens, so I don't know. Alright, let's get to the visuals here. I saw it in 3D. The 3D, there were some actually pretty good shots of snow falling, and there's a slow motion part where things are floating around. The 3D there was good. And of course this movie has Sam Raimi written all over it. So if you like any of Sam Raimi's past films, you'll probably like the visionary style in this movie. It all looks really nice, lots of nice colors. The CGI, it's not bad. It's pretty detailed on the monkey, especially, played by Zach Braff, who also did a good job. He was funny in the movie. Yeah, and there were a lot of things that kind of cool little shots and angles that Sam Raimi does that really made me think of the Evil Dead franchise and Spider-Man. I really like seeing that in his movies, so that's cool for me because he's one of my favorite directors. Also, this movie used a lot of music that's very similar to the Spider-Man trilogy, so that's kind of nostalgic to me. I liked that. Yeah, I like Sam Raimi. That's pretty much it. The third act, this is when things get bad. So the first 2 acts are entertaining and they're there and you really get to know the characters and start to care about them. But then the third act really starts to drag out, and I just felt myself kind of not caring about the characters anymore, which is really unfortunate because I liked the whole movie up to the third act. At the end, it does a nice conclusion, wrap-up thing, but it just loses a lot of momentum in the third act, and I don't know, it just didn't do it for me. And I just didn't care about anybody anymore. And there was also this really confusing thing. I mean, it wasn't necessarily confusing, it was just all over the place. So there's 3 witches, okay? And you know, one of them is the bad witch, but you don't know which one because they're constantly accusing each other, but not face to face. They're telling Oz that one's evil, but then they have these side conversations where they're talking to each other and you don't know which one's bad. And then finally, once you find out, that problem's out of the way, but it's just really, it's mind-boggling for a little while. And also, the relationships. Franco is kind of playing everybody. I mean, he does tricks, he's a wizard, and he's kind of selfish, and he's just, I don't know who he wants to be with, which he likes the most, which one he wants to, let's say, marry. I don't know, because he's just such a sleaze. I don't know, it was weird, but I couldn't figure out where it was trying to go with that either. Overall, I really did like the movie. It looked really nice. It had Sam Raimi, like I said, written all over it, and that makes me happy. I love Sam Raimi. James Franco did a great job with most of the other cast was there. And this movie also reminded me of Army of Darkness in a way. It kind of has a more medieval type of mystical tone to it. But it just got dragged down by just not caring at the end and some pretty bad pacing towards the end and just some confusing relationships. So overall, it's good. Check it out if you like this or if you like Raimi's other work. Definitely check it out. 3.5 out of 5 stars. This tonight actually, I'm gonna go see Spring Breakers and I might see Olympus Has Fallen tomorrow. I've heard some pretty good things about it actually. So yeah, just check this movie out, and I'll talk to you guys later. I'm sorry again for being so late with this review, but I'll be back on track in no time.